Yes, good morning. It's one of those mornings where I really cannot muster the enthusiasm for any movement practice, but I know that I have to. My shoulders, my hips have been tight, so I come to you today with a lazy morning movement practice that can be done still in bed. Actually, I've just rolled out of bed. I'm still in my pajamas. I haven't moved my sofa. I've just rolled my mat out, and I'm going to show you something you can do in 2 minutes to release those shoulders, get the hips moving, and get your head back in place. All right, so first we're going to lie down as we were just 5 minutes ago. You can keep your knees bent or you can have your legs straight, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to start by kind of moving the hips. So these are a combination twist with a hip movement. So my legs are just windscreen wiping, so I'm about a wide stance with my feet, and I'm just rolling side to side. Now I'm going to now show you what my upper body is going to do. I love a 2-in-1. So as I drop my knees to one side, I look over to the opposite side, and then I come back to center, looking up to the ceiling. Roll my feet, my legs to the right, looking left, knees are coming up. All of that is a movement happening from your core. Okay, so we're just moving knees in one direction, head and neck in the opposite direction. And as you come back from being on your side, you're really making this return happen from just a gentle squeeze in the abdomen. Great. So you may have noticed that I look to the side. I look at my palm is facing up, and I'm almost creating a tiny little arch here in the side body, which is really lovely. It's like a yawny stretch. All of this is slow and indulgent. And as I drop to the side, maybe I'm thinking of making my thigh nice and long, thinking of leading with the knee, creating that little curve here. Oh, it's just really nice and easy. Okay, and that kind of roll of the arms is quite pleasant because it gives you shoulder joints. So here I'm going to swap sides. I'm going to turn my palm to face up as I look towards it. And then I'm reversing. It's a little bit of a coordination, but it doesn't matter. Get it right, get it wrong, as long as you're moving. And breathing. Okay, so that's got me half woken up. Now I'm going to go on my side, and I'm going to just do a little bit of breathing and opening through the shoulder girdle. All right, you might be expecting something, but I think I'm going to surprise you here. Right, so here, hands on top of each other. I'm nice and squarely over my right shoulder. You know, have your hips and legs at whatever position that makes you feel stable. And then we're going to draw semicircles with the top side arm. And then you're going to allow your upper body to flop out into a bit of a twist. And then you're going to draw that semicircle with your hand back to the starting position. Now this is quite a big movement really for the shoulder joint. And to me, half of the time it's okay. I can touch the floor, and from here on, I'm going to give myself a bit of morning slack and lift the hand off the floor. Breathe and find myself in a twist. You might get to here. No one is asking you to flatten anything on the floor. It's just a movement with some guidelines. Guidelines are guidelines. Breathing in. I like to breathe out here. Breathe in. And breathe out. We'll do a couple more just to get familiar. I'm noticing my hand is dragging on the floor a bit more now with a bit more comfort. The most important thing is to feel good. Good, and we're going to swap this to the other side. Nice and slow. Remember, we're probably still in bed. Okay, hands on top of each other. Sweep, taking a breath in. Come back to that kind of T position. and deceptively a lot going on here. The most important thing that's happening is that you're moving joints, you're engaging muscles, you're possibly even squeezing internal organs, and if you're making an effort, you're also breathing quite well. So you know what? First thing in the morning, when you can't be bothered to do anything else, those two little moves are just wonderful. I like to end with a little bit of a squeeze. Have a look at the videos about the low back, love I think it's called. If you wake up feeling a little bit stiff in the low back in the morning, maybe you spent too long gardening, maybe you're carrying an extra couple of lockdown pounds, these things can create a little bit of low back soreness after a good night's sleep. There you go, we're ready for the day, having done something good for our bodies in I think just under 2 minutes. Have a great day.